Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where the Mongol Empire is now under our control. They just don't know it yet. That is fantastic. We're gonna have to make sure that they don't have any further male children, but I mean, well, actually, his wife died. She died of old age. His new wife is 15, so it is possible. Well, they're betrothed. She's not his wife yet, but it is possible that they have more male children. I would really prefer that they didn't. We'll see how that goes. Do we have any CBs out over this way? Because I'd like to get this area cleaned up as well. I kind of doubt it. We may be able to get some later on, but I mean, none of these CBs are actually legal for us to utilize. Yeah, none of that can be done for the moment. I'd like to get rid of this as well as this. I also kind of doubt that we can do that for the moment. Well, actually, we have a de jure county that we can do, several of them. We can seize this emirate de jure. That might be something we want to do. Let's go ahead and declare that. And this guy, we also have a de jure duchy that we could claim. Done. So he has like 14,000, and this guy has like 4,000. So let's go ahead and raise up our troops. Those are both de jure claims, so they're completely legal for us to claim here. And we're going to raise all of these troops up. Well, we're going to raise up some of them anyway. We're going to need like 20k here, I think. He decided to turn around and run away. Hilarious. So we're going to raise up 20k. That'll do. And our men-at-arms are only 5 days away, so let's wait on those. There we go. And we'll group all this together, create our siege force. Something along the lines of this would be fine. And these guys will head on in. They'll get a siege commander, if we've got one. Really? You're telling me this entire empire and no one knows how to run a siege? Okay, this guy does. Fantastic. We're going to head over here, see if we can stack wipe their army. I'm also very interested in... He wants to join in the Mongol invasion of Tibet. Sure, we'll help you with that, but I doubt we'll ever actually get there. Like, where is this actually? It's a long ways away. Like, we've got our own thing going on here, buddy. We'll see if we can get there eventually. Okay. So we'll eliminate these guys. This should stack wipe, I think. Nope, not quite. It was close to stack wiping, though. And we did get 50% war score out of that. That's kind of funny. Yes, we'll imprison this king. Perfect. And we'll come over here and start a slow siege. Actually, we may want to fight this force over here. That's probably more valuable for our time than a slow siege. So if we can actually catch them here. These guys are turning around. They might come in and attack our siege force. Do we think that they beat our siege force? Well, one thing that we could always do is we could grab ourselves a holy order here. This holy order is completely free. Consider it done. And they're just like, I'll pass on that. They're not into this. They're not into it at all. I don't blame them. So we're going to chase them with our holy order here. And we conclude this siege momentarily here. This battle is actually not going that well for us. Interesting. Well, we'll keep an eye on that. We are actually losing it. Probably because we fought them in the mountains. And maybe rolled poorly, but they've also got just a lot of men-at-arms. So, fair enough. We're not actually going to have any problems from this. This is completely and totally okay. So yeah, we ended up retreating here, but that's fine. We're going to come up over this way. My goal is still the same. Perfect. These guys left the war then. And disbanded. Okay, well, that's awkward. We're going to enforce these demands. That is de jure. And I'm actually surprised that we got this territory because it was de jure. But okay, sure. We'll grant this all out. And for the time being, that'll do. So we'll come up over this way and siege. These guys will come here, and then we're going to continue retreating up over here. Okay, so we can see that they are trying to move into our siege force. We're going to see if we can get there in time to save them. And the answer is yes, we can. And we actually win that from there. Perfect. We can come over here and start a slow siege. We got an enemy banner. Perfect. And we're now at 50% war score. We're going to have our Holy Order come slow siege over this way. We'll split our main force here, and we'll have them come slow siege here. Oh, I see. This all split up. Right. That's awkward, but it's not the end of the world. And we will split this guy off, and they will come up over here. Split this force, and they'll come up over here too. Cool. Should, in theory, be no problem. Emphasis on the in theory. No, we're not going to pay 300 gold for that. Okay. We'll group these guys together, I guess. It's not the biggest of deals. We're a really long ways away from Tibet, right? Like, I don't know that we're actually going to be able to help there. But we're going to finish out our war first, absolutely. We could become reclusive. I guess that's fine. Okay, so this siege finishes up, and we'll head down over here. Perfect. We can group these guys together. We're at 81% war score at this time. Someone is attempting to murder us. That's rude of them. But, you know, fairly expected, in all honesty. Hypothetically, if we were murdered, that would be a problem. Okay, so we need to disinherit this guy, and we need to disinherit this guy. Perfect. No problem now, unless we have additional male children, I suppose. What is his plan here? Okay, that's an interesting plan. I'm not sure that that's a battle I would have taken. They just got stack wiped. Okay. They just walk into us. I don't want to lose control level, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're now done with this war, so we'll enforce our demands. We'll group all of these guys together, and that's now our territory, so that's perfect. And at this point, these guys are going to want to head out over this way. Now, the Mongols aren't anywhere nearby. Were they expecting us to fight this whole war for them? Because we're not anywhere nearby either. The Mongols are up here. Okay. Well, that's interesting. We're going to walk over this way. And we'll raise up a few extra troops. They've got like 50k, so we'll need comparable numbers. And it'll take us a while to get there as well. So we're going to take a lot of attrition on the way, I think. Okay. We're going to group these together. We've got 50k here. We're going to go to like 70k for attrition purposes. And we're going to take a lot of attrition. There's no doubt about that. We need to swap over to a supply leader here. Someone like this. But even he is not going to get us there unscathed, right? 9 months to get here. Honestly, that route isn't that bad. We'll start moving. We're losing money at this point, but it's not a huge amount, and I would like to come in over this way and see about potentially I'd like to revoke this title. Can we get away with that? Only a 20% chance. Yeah, that's right. It's the next life that we're going to try that. I'd like to get some additional cash upgrades going here. What is the... Yeah, this one. I want to get tax offices built. I also want to make sure that we have expanded docks everywhere that we can. So all of our coastal provinces here that have docks, I'd like to get expanded ones. There we go. And Halmstad as well should have trade ports. Perfect. I don't believe we have them up here. No, we don't, but that's fine. I do want to get farmsteads. And we'll also go for farmsteads here. So once all that finishes, that may flip this around to the point where we're actually making money. That would be nice. But we're also going to be taking a lot of attrition soon enough. and we'll get there that way as well. So no real problem there. We'll just disembark over here, and then disembarkation will cost 185. That's a little spicy, indeed. What is we're on wealth focus. Okay. We're going to be able to grab War Profiteer or It Is My Domain very soon. We're going to take It Is My Domain here. Just because I don't want to go into debt. What we need is a little bit of time. War Profiteer would possibly be better if we weren't about to go into debt. The 55 stress is rough. But that's okay. We'll have everyone pay. There we go. 750 gold comes in. And from there, I would like to potentially seclude ourselves. And lose a little bit of stress. Perfect. I don't want to pay to lose stress, if we can help it. So we're going to head on in over this way. We'll get there in the eventual times. Speaking of getting there in the eventual times, Mongolia has arrived over this way. Now, are they actually doing anything? Not yet. They're just kind of standing around. Okay. Well, we'll arrive over here soon enough. We have finished our embarkation. We're now at minus 81 gold per month, but that's mostly because we're embarked. So we're going to make our way up this river. And actually, I want to move over this way. Yeah. That'll do. Once we disembark, our monthly costs should drop a bit. Yes. That is expected. And once we start taking losses over here, we're going to have some financial problems resolved as well. So that'll be fine. We stack wiped one of the enemy forces here. We're going to come over here and see about stack wiping another. We don't catch them. That's okay. I want to come over this way and drop off a siege force. So we're going to drop off our trebuchets, as well as, oh, right, we still have these guys. That's okay. We're going to go for just some levy troops, and we could go for these levy troops if we wanted to, but I think we're going to take them with us, and we're going to instead leave behind these guys. And then we're going to head up here. It's saying that we'll probably lose this, but I don't actually believe it. We don't have supplies, it's true. But I don't actually believe that they can overcome our numerical advantage here. Even in the mountains. Which they're absolutely in. There's no doubt about that. We're going to catch somebody up here. Get ourselves, well, maybe. Yeah, we're going to catch somebody. That'll get us a stack wipe. A small one, but a stack wipe. Nevertheless. They actually are reinforcing this. They're trickling in. This is very foolish. Okay. So we're going to come over this way and get this territory back. Actually, I've changed my mind. We're going to hit their capital. And we're going to grab that siege commander. There we go. So they're just trickling in and being locked in when we finish stack wiping part of their forces. This is ridiculous. This time we're not going to stack wipe. This time they're going to actually trickle in, I think. Yes. But we're going to fight them again. We're now up to plus 30%. And we captured their air. Fascinating. I didn't realize we did that, but sure. And we win that battle. And we captured their air again. So we captured their air twice. This is a better version of the air, though. So there's that. We're currently at 78%. We're going to finish the siege on their capital very soon. So that'll get us up to at least 88%, but it will be higher. 93. Yeah, that's great. Really, really good there. We're going to siege here. That'll be 9 months, allegedly. We're going to head on in over this way. We need to protect our siege force. Actually, we could come in here. And we could assault this. We have a large breach, but it's not... Oh, there's the option to assault. Okay, so we could assault this. 539 casualties per day, but we're going to be done with that in just 11 days. Done. And that puts us at a 100% war score. Did Mongolia ever actually do anything? I don't think they did. I think we had 100% war contribution. Yes, we did. Okay. Well, there you go, Mongolia. Enjoy your conquest that you definitely won all on your own. Perfect. Have fun with that, Mongolia. And now we've got ourselves a dangerous faction brewing. However, the fact that we just put down our troops means that this number will update, and I think that this faction will go away. I don't think we'll need to do anything about it whatsoever. We're going to come in over here. He wants us to join in the Mongol invasion of Rajasthan. Okay. That's absolutely great. We're completely okay with helping him do that. The main issue, of course, is that we need to make sure... Well, we're going to be a lot closer to Rajasthan. We can just come up this river. So we can put our rally point like here, raise our men-at-arms. We're going to need some levy troops. We can call in this holy order as well. And we'll need a grand total of around 50,000 troops. So that'll be fine. And as expected, that faction did go away. Okay, this will be good enough for troop count. And we'll head down over here, and we're just going to head directly to their capital via the river. Cool. We want to get this war over with fairly quickly, but this is the closest we can get to the Persian Gulf. So it's going to take us some time to get there. We outlived our daughter. That is unfortunate. I think at this point we are relatively okay with hosting a grand feast. Oh, but we wouldn't lose stress because we're shy, so we'll need to call a hunt instead. There we go. So we'll lose some stress that way. These betrothed can marry, and they should. Okay. There we go. I also want to take a look at the situation here. Yes, I thought that might be the case. So we're going to need to murder this small child. I'm sure that that will be completely ethical. There we go. And apparently she is pregnant again, so we may need to murder another one slightly. These are actually married, so that is good. And she is pregnant as well, so that's perfect. No problem whatsoever there. Let us leave this adventure behind for now. And we are embarking actually here and then taking this river down. That's great. So we will arrive in their capital when? In 3 months. Okay. So they have like 46,000 troops available to them. That's not very much, in all honesty. We'll be fine. And we're going to make our way up over here. And their troops are over here. This is great. We're actually really happy with this. Where's a crossing here? There's a crossing here, and the river ends here. So either of those would be fine. We're disembarking. And we should be back to positive on the next month tick. We could siege this down if we wanted to. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave our standard siege force. So we're going to put our trebuchets and our levies over here. And then these guys, they are going to head over this way and see about doing some good old-fashioned combat. Excellent. We need a siege commander, and we'll put one in, assuming we have one still. Yep, this guy is still here. And we're going to catch this force. They're going to group up and trickle on in. And this is fine. This is completely fine for us. Wonderful. So we'll conquer this territory for the Mongols. You know, the legendary Scandinavian army helping the Mongols with all of their conquests. And by helping, I mean doing all of the work. I'm sure everyone's heard of that army. Okay, we're going to head up over this way. They retreated up here, so we kind of need to head over this way. We're 24% war score right now. And we'd like to have this war over fairly soon. So we're going to head up over this way. Are any of these commanded by ruler? That'd be good to know. Actually, yes. Hello, pause menu. So we're going to head up over this way. And we're going to catch something. Yeah, see it done. Okay, the deed is done. Let's check in over here. Perfect. It looks like they had another daughter. Or... maybe she miscarried, or it appears that the child was not successfully born. Okay, so that is fantastic. We'll finish up our siege here, and they're going to come in and attack our siege force. That's very rude. We're going to try to walk away, but our main army is right here, so our main army is going to come in and try to get there before our siege force gets stack wiped, and we succeed. Just barely, but we succeed. So we're going to have our primary force get over this way. We've not captured their capital, or rather their king, but that's fine. We did capture their capital, and we're at 75% war score. Okay, we're going to fight these guys up over here. We are capped from battles at this point, so we should just be aiming to capture their leaders. And we do have this dangerous faction brewing. In fact, these dangerous factions brewing. For the time being, I'm not too concerned about them because I expect when this war is over that they'll go away. But if the war takes too long, then that might not be a thing. We'll have to keep an eye on that. So this siege will wrap up shortly, and then we'll head up over here. Cool. We're at 88% war score. 4 months on this independence faction. We'll probably have to do something about that. So what can we do about this independence faction? Well, we can just give this duke over to a king in this area. We could give him to, say, these are all jarldoms. We could give him to, like, Hellas. That'll be fine. There we go. Okay, so that makes them too weak to send an ultimatum, and we'll delay that pretty dramatically. Perfect. We're going to bring these guys in over here. Is this commanded by ruler? It is. So we're actually very interested in capturing this ruler here. What do we got? We did not capture the ruler. We did stack wipe, but we're not going to get any additional war score from stack wiping at this point. Sure, we can pay the royal court a visit, I suppose. We'll gain 75 prestige, and we will imprison somebody, and we will also nurture the genius of this small child. Perfect. We do need a new chancellor, and that will be this gentleman. And we also require war profiteer. We'll take that. If we're going to continue doing Mongol conquests for a while. Excellent. So at 88% war score here, we're going to finish up this siege, and that will bring us to what? Are you commanded by ruler? No, you're not. Okay. That brings us to 100. So we're just waiting on Mongolia to put an end to this. Do it, Mongolia. There we go. Perfect. Sure, show in the Duke. And we'll disband our troops, and that should mean that these dangerous factions are no longer dangerous. Is that correct? Wait, what? Mongolia just declared war on us? Wait, how is that even possible? We had an alliance. We just fought and won his war, and he just declares on us. What? He shouldn't have been able to declare on us because we had an alliance. That's very strange. That is very, very strange. Like, she is married to our player heir. Matrilineally? What? I did not set that up matrilineal. Wait, I'm so confused. What happened here? How did any of this happen? Hang on. What? I swear this wasn't matrilineal before. And it's not possible to change that. Hang on, I'm actually going to pull up the previous video and see. Did I mess that up? Shut up, you. Did I mess that up? Let's see here. Let me swap over to display capture here. That's Not as planned. That's the wrong display. We're going to switch our display capture over to the correct display. There we go. And with that there, I want to see... Okay, so Mongolia's calling us in here. Yep, that's fine. I want to see... When we look at Mongolia... Yeah, that's the channel, thanks. Whatever. That's not what we're interested in right now. I know that we look at Mongolia somewhere in this video. That is a fact. Hang on. Were we looking at it there? I think we were. Okay. So, this is where we're killing people. Yep. We failed to... Be quiet. Okay. So, we were working on that. Let's see. I'm trying to see... Because... it looks like we didn't really look at that there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go off of display capture here, and I'm going to make a save here, and I'm going to reload the old save. So we're going to make a save, and we're going to reload and check. I swear I didn't make that matrilineal. But if that's my mistake, then it's my mistake. So this is the save at the beginning of this episode. We could even go back to the one at the beginning of last episode. So we'll do that. Let's go to this save and let's investigate this. If I made that mistake, then that's my own fault and we'll have to fix it. But otherwise, and I don't understand how he could have declared war on us either. That is very shocking to me. But if we look at this, it's a standard betrothal. It's a standard betrothal. Okay, so we load this game. This is at the beginning of this episode. This save here. So we check this here. It's a standard betrothal. Okay. So then we load this. This is the autosave, the oldest autosave we have. It doesn't change the betrothal when it offers it up here. Like, you can't change it. I don't understand how that happened. They're matrilineally, or they're regular married here. Our player heir is regularly married to her. Was I looking at the wrong person? We load this autosave. Okay. We come in here. It's a regular marriage. Okay. I might have looked at the wrong person. Let's see. This is the latest autosave. It's not possible to change the marriage type at this point, for the record. Matrilineal. How? That's not possible. Prince Helgi Snorrison. Did the person she's married to change? This is very confusing. What exactly happened here? That's matrilineal. Back at that autosave. But that back at this autosave, I feel like this is a bug. I really do. So we go to this autosave. Prince Helgi Snorrison. It changes from a regular marriage to a matrilineal marriage. And that's not possible. You can't do that. This has to be a bug. This is a regular marriage in this autosave. And then we load in the next autosave here. And at this point, it's a matrilineal marriage. I didn't make a mistake. Matrilineal. He grows a beard and switches to matrilineal. This guy is of House Stenbock. So's this guy. So, it did change, but because they already have children of House Stenbock, this probably doesn't matter, is the thing. So I don't think that there's a way for the marriage to change ex post facto like that. I don't think that's legal. But it doesn't actually matter because these children are already of the correct house. Now, if they have more children, it could be a potential problem. But it seems like that's reasonably okay. Now, as far as the Mongol Empire declaring war on us, I want to load in... Like, we were just called into a war by them. We were allied to them, and I don't think it's possible for them to declare a war on us either. So if we load in here, hypothetically, this is the last autosave, 1st of January. So how much later is the actual save here? This is in August of this same year. So this is 8 months later. And if we're here, you can see they're currently invading Rajasthan, which we are winning them their invasion of Rajasthan. That is about to be won. And if we switch characters here over to the Mongol Empire, hypothetically, if we do this, do they even have troops raised? They do. But if we were to do this and declare war, like we come up over here and I'm going to disband these. We're going to be going back to our other save, but I'm going to be disbanding these and we don't have a CB, which I think we'd get a Mongol invasion CB. That's fair enough. But we are allied to Emperor Snorri, and nothing changed to break that alliance. So I think we've got a couple of bugs going on here. One of these bugs doesn't matter, to be clear. The other bug does. So specifically... if you look at this, if we go into our diplomacy here, we should be allied to the Mongol Empire. He was just calling us in, like moments ago. And he should be allied to us. But he declared on us for a Mongol invasion. This is not a legal thing that he can do. Because we're allied. I'm pretty sure. Apparently we don't have an alliance with his daughter, but we definitely had an alliance with him because he was calling us into his wars. He would not accept a white peace. I'm not sure what I want to do about this just yet. I'm thinking about maybe just enforcing a white peace because I'm pretty sure we can win the war against him. I'm pretty sure, but this war shouldn't even be happening. I don't think. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. This is a very strange situation. With this changing to matrilineal, and then him just declaring war on us like that immediately after we won a war for him. Like, I don't know. That's very strange. Let me know if you want me to fix the bug to the state where I think it should be, which should be we're at peace with the Mongol Empire. We have an alliance there. And I don't think we can fix this matrilineal marriage. Not that I know of. But it doesn't actually matter because these guys are actually of the correct house. So that's not actually a problem. But let me know if you want me to just invalidate this war and put it back to us being allied. Because there's no way to break an alliance with marriage ties like that. They have to get divorced for that to happen. And that didn't happen. I think that this war is a result of this switching to matrilineal. I think that this switch to matrilineal somehow removed the alliance and he just immediately declared war. Which isn't how this is supposed to work, for the record. But it is well past time to put a cut in here. I'm going to go ahead and do that. Let me know what you think should happen here. Should we fight the Mongol Empire? Should we invalidate this war? This is a very strange situation, so let me know what you think. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and a very special thank you to all of the channel members for making this video possible, including Casserole, Sigma162, JJ Gamer, Spartan News, Rose Valentine, and all the rest. And of course, you. Thank you for watching. If you'd like to support the channel, click the join button down below the video, and as always, I will see you all next time. That's very strange. I've never seen anything like this in Crusader Kings 3. Very, very strange indeed.